morning.
Happy Canada Day yet again. Oh, wait, this time Trudeau has coward 19, COVID 19. I'm sorry about that. Although for him, I do believe it is coward 19. So it turns
Very
out,
sarcastic.
well, no, the very first day he sent out his tweet, he's like, yeah, sorry, can't be in Ottawa because, I was exposed to this and that. Now it turns out he has it. But he says, don't worry about it, get a vaccination. Because vaccinations work so well.
I didn't do anything with my hair. You forgot to remind me.
I'm sorry. Well, please ignore Christie's hair today because that's just the way it is.
And you know what? I might just leave it like this today.
So love what's going on in Canada. Can't express enough. And we are going to be sending some cashola to the GoFundMe page, and a substantial amount, because I really do believe in what they're doing in Canada. And if they don't straighten Canada out, there is no hope for Canada, and I might as well never go back. Which, I mean, there are some people that would be okay with that. Good morning, Leslie. How are you today? Is it still winter in Canada? I don't know.
Pretty sure.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
I like your earrings. They're very different. And I like how you have like a keychain at the end, so that way I could do a lanyard and hook up my keys and just put them there so I know where they are.
No.
And I'll know where you are because you'll jingle like an animal. Jingle like an animal.
Bad idea.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure.
So what's going on in your world today? Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Canada Day. It is coaching day here. And
fresh snow and a wind chill. You're lucky. It's cool here too, though.
Wow,
Can't you tell?
Fresh snow and a wind chill of minus 26. It is very cold here.
Not Canada cold.
No.
That would be dumb.
I'm watering the trees again. It's been 2 years since I've watered the plants here. I used to water them all the time, and they would grow and be happy. And now it's looking like, well, a desert. Except the moringa. The moringa is doing fine, but I am watering the moringa. We have 5 banana plants in flower right now. So we're going to have a crap ton of bananas.
It is only 19 degrees here. Frio.
Yeah, this morning it was funny because I'm on the sink. I had my hand on the sink and my hand was shaking. It was like, that's weird.
Frio?
I was Frio. Maybe not. Maybe it was my nervous system kicking in.
So we are crazy busy.
Which, not complaining. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's just difficult to screw around when you're always busy. There's no screwing around. There's no going out to restaurants for lunch, driving to other towns.
What? I'm not dead.
Yeah, but we haven't done any of this.
I know. Sorry, everybody that wants to hang out with us.
Okay, Leslie says, I can handle cool down there. Thank you. Also says, my friend and I were there in 2018. Last day was 23 in the morning, and we were freezing.
Yeah. No, it is. It's definitely so. Happy Taco Tuesday to you too, Jeff. We are doing tacos tonight. Probably not, though, till like 8:30. We have a 7:30 call. We have 2 calls this evening.
It is strange, and this is one thing I don't know if we've even talked about this. In Mexico, culturally, they will have dinner very late.
Yeah.
Like it'll be 7,
so we're going to pretend we're Mexican
o'clock
tonight and have a late dinner so we can do it.
It is very strange how there are differences in like dinner.
And Canadians. Yes, I am inviting whoever is here if they want to have a late dinner with us. We don't know where, we don't know when, but we will have it.
I think we should just make a place. Like go to
John has Junior's. A dentist appointment tonight. So
Morning, Pat.
He has 6 o'clock he has a dentist appointment. 7 o'clock we have our first call. So I'm hoping he's back. Then 7:30 we have our next call.
Wow, we're busy.
Mm-hmm. And then dinner, yes. So Jeff, it is winter until June in Canada. Karina, good morning. Jeff, our office is everywhere. You are correct. We can go anywhere we want.
Sherry says, we'll fit right in. We always eat at 8 o'clock.
There you go. There you go.
That was probably, I think, our hardest thing to get used to.
And you guys are here 7 Saturday or Sunday, Sherry? Remind me. And then we're going to see you on Monday. Love the 67 degrees here. Love it. And dinner about 9. Yes, that's from Karina, who happens to be Mexicana.
Yeah. So most Canadians eat at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 o'clock. It is so weird how, as a culture, we can do all of this stuff together. It would be like saying you got to wear a mask, and everybody just complies. Because compliance, I watched a great video this morning talking about how compliance is the most disgusting word in the English language, and just what it connotates, both from the person demanding the compliance and the person complying. Very strange world we live in right now, where previous to this we would be very pissed off if somebody said you must do this, and now it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
16 inches of snow.
Wow.
OMG.
Yeah, 16 inches of snow is
That's
crazy.
a lot of snow. A lot of snow.
It is. So, yeah, we were chatting with somebody from Colorado. We've been chatting. People everywhere. Absolutely.
They're everywhere. And as Amberlyn says, I worked everywhere. No.
Chatted with one lady yesterday. She's like, we're from Canada. We want to spend a max of $100,000. We want to be close to the water, like pretty much right on the water. And we don't want to pay much for it. And I believe we can probably get a really good deal if we come in the summertime. Those days are so done.
That makes me laugh that people think that you can get a good deal in the summer.
It's been 4 or 5 years since anybody could do that. Since we've been discovered.
Good morning, Karen. How are you?
This area. And I feel bad for the people who live here. Like live and were born here, because it's getting so expensive to move. Like if they sell, they're going to make lots of money, but where are they going to go to?
They'd have to leave.
Yeah. So we've ruined this area in many respects. Thank you, HGTV. Thank you, local real estate agents. Thank you, TV shows on HGTV.
Texas is on another weather warning. It might have power outages again. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Aren't y'all glad you're here, Jolene?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Sell everything in Texas. You know what to do. Yeah, it is. It's very fun to see people divest themselves of everything north of the border and just move down here like we did. Yeah. And it has not been a terrible 18 years. I can tell you that. It has actually been kind of nice not seeing snow. Kinda. Also, we'll have people all the time say, oh, don't you miss the winters? No.
Unequivocally no.
No.
Yes, Jolene says.
Good morning.
Salaries should be increased for the locals not to leave. In a perfect world, that's how it would happen.
Sorry, what was that?
Salaries should be increased for the people, the locals that are working. And
the problem with salaries rising and everything is then everything goes up, and it's just like this thing. It's what's going on in the States right now. You can't keep giving people all of this free money and expect the prices not to go up. And that's kind of where the stock market, the groceries, everything, because everybody's got more money. Yeah. It's a very strange system, this monetary system that we have. If only we could give cocoa beans or clams to people and they would give us vegetables.
That's right.
So, Joanne, good morning from sunny and frosty Victoria. We're sorry. Victoria, do you know that Victoria is a place in Canada where we actually entertained moving to?
You way more than me.
But when Costco was opening there, they said, hey, who wants to move to Victoria? And I'm thinking, fishing boat. But Christie was worried about it. We've moved here. I still don't have a fishing boat, but I will get one very soon. So, yeah.
I always tell Bill, just leave me there in Mexico. Maybe now he will. No more winters for me. Well, you have a place now.
Woot.
Yep.
Now,
Bill needs to sell that business.
Yes. I think everybody needs to sell their business. That has been... Now, COVID in general has been terrible. It's been terrible on children. It's been terrible just on people, their rudeness, etc. But I think the good thing is there are some families that were brought together. And there are some people that realized, why am I wasting my life for these dollars when I can do this instead? Make less, live smaller, move to Mexico. It's been fun that way, just to
Mhm.
see people reevaluate. If you go on YouTube and look up the FIRE movement, and it's young people getting together, deciding what is important, what isn't important, and retiring at 30, 35 years old. Like, it is absolutely amazing to me what these people are doing. Now, a lot of them obviously without children, because children very expensive. And I think we are going to run into problems with these negative property population growths, just because we have a lot of houses that need to be filled, and we need people to fill those houses.
Well, not only that, but someone has to pay for everybody's
Yeah,
retirement.
and this to me is the funniest thing, because these older people are like, "I need my pension," blah 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 blah. When you have a negative population growth, it actually will affect your money in the end, because if you've got less people to pay, if they have to pay 100% of their taxes to a tax thing, they're going to bow out, and then you're really hooped. So that is a problem also.
Hmm.
If only people would just have babies and enjoy their lives.
So it is beautiful. We were actually talking about living on an island yesterday, whether it's an island in, for a cabin or Vancouver Island. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it can be expensive to live
Yeah.
out there.
Well, especially you have to bring stuff onto the island. Doesn't matter if it's on the road
Yeah,
or whatever. You just thank a trucker.
thank a trucker.
Thank a trucker that is in Ottawa. Those are the truckers that need to be thanked. Not these people. If only they would just deliver toilet paper and shut their mouths. Shame. Seems expensive in PV. Yeah, exactly. But compared to LA, seems affordable. That is the problem. Everybody's like, well, but if you go to this restaurant, it will bankrupt you. Don't go to that restaurant.
Yeah.
Go to a taco stand. Go to a Mexican restaurant.
There are ways to live cheaper, even in this area. But the further away, like there's a lot of people that will go inland even 20 minutes. So they're still close enough to everything, but they're getting out of the real touristy areas, living in the more local areas. And it is actually,
Well, I will have Canadians especially call me all the time from Edmonton, from Manitoba, wherever. It's like, I want to be close to the water. And I'm like, well, but is a 10-minute drive better than your current 20-hour drive to the Pacific Ocean? Because if you have to be a little bit further away and your property values are cut in a third or a quarter,
mhm.
does it matter? But then can you live with the roosters and the goats and all the noise like what you're hearing here?
Yeah.
Because we do have that. So Ernesto, very smart idea. Sell everything, move to Mexico, have a fantastic retirement.
Yeah.
Joanne says landlocked, but we don't have a problem with stock.
Stocking, like in the stores. I'm pretty sure that's what
Yes.
she means.
Okay.
And she's surrounded. Henri, good morning. How are you this morning? Is it still freezing cold?
Yeah.
Getting warm yet for you? Snow stopped flying?
It is February.
Fallen?
It's February 1st today.
It is.
We
New
have gone
month?
through 1 month. I cannot explain to you how fast time is going.
And not one time did I write 2021. I'm very impressed. Mexico noise is fine. My neighbor's rat dogs are not. I know. Last night, well, a couple of nights ago, I think we told you guys there was a band playing. No, we wouldn't have told them because, oh yeah, we probably said it yesterday. Did we talk about Banda yesterday? I don't remember.
I don't know. I want to move to Mexico so soon with my son. Hello, Amanda. I just saw an email from you this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, this whole Mexico thing is awesome. Absolutely love it. And not going to change. Not going to change. Fell in live with PV and Bucerias.
Oh.
So just real quick, it is Bucerias, Bucerias. And now what were you about to say?
I spelled it wrong. I love the locals there. Karen says, may I thank whichever of your commentators that suggested CBD oil for my heel pain. It's working. I believe that might have been Jeff. I don't remember now who suggested it, but yeah.
I'm in love with CBD.
Glare
Absolutely
ice,
love.
school got called off in high winds, hunkered down watching PVR, YouTube, and you at the same time.
How the hell did we go through school without missing a freaking day in snow day? Like,
I know, we never got snow
had a
days in
snow day.
Alberta.
Nowadays, it's got to be the gluten connection. because kids are scared of gluten. Allergies have gone up. We need a snow day. That must be
Maybe.
it. Our children are pansies.
And me.
And I remember hearing our parents, I went to school uphill both ways, and it was snowstorms and slogs and stuff. We kind of went through that.
Yeah.
We kind of did. And now these kids, it's like, oh my gosh, there's a skiff of snow. We need to have a snow day
Okay. I don't think anybody will leave us, but
because I don't want to die. What do you mean leave us?
believe us.
Oh, believe us.
Believe us.
Oh, no. I'm talking if we lived in Canada.
I know, but I'm saying here, I agreed that we should have a snow day, but then I said I didn't. I was joking.
Have any of you had
Good
snow
morning,
days?
Larry. The
No.
Catholic schools never have snow days. The public schools always did. Yeah. And the country kids got snow days because the buses couldn't run. I walked
That is,
0.8
I went
of
to a
mile
Catholic
4
school.
times a day. Leslie, was it all uphill?
I
Both
went
ways?
to a Catholic school, never had a snow day. Christie went to a Christian school, but I think you went to a Catholic school before
Yeah.
you did that, right? Okay. So, yeah, let's go here. Catholic schools. Thank you, Larry. Leslie says the country kids got snow days because the buses couldn't run. Okay. I walked 0.8 of a mile 4 times a day. Wow. 4 times a day.
So the price I pay here in Canada for rent, I could have a beach house with a nanny. Yes, because you need a nanny. I remember reading your email this morning. What's the rest
Joanne
of
says yes.
Oh.
LOL. Amanda says a beach
Prairie
house
town.
with a live-in nanny.
Yeah.
And Leslie says nope, it was a prairie town, all flat. So that's the fun part. You can watch your bus 3 days. You can watch it. Just there it is.
The bus is coming. Okay, so we have duvet days.
Back and forth at lunchtime for Leslie.
Yeah,
See, we never went home for lunch.
Well, see, and I did. When I was in elementary school, we lived close to the school, so we walked home for school.
I guess when I was in grade 6.
My mom would make us. My mom's watching chicken noodle soup and watch Flintstones.
Nice.
Sometimes grilled cheese sandwiches, I think, right, Mom?
Look at that.
I don't remember what we had for lunch, but I do remember watching the Flintstones and eating chicken noodle soup because my brother used to put ketchup in it.
Okay, now that brings up a very interesting point. Who remembers eating something weird or gross? For me, it was bologna and ketchup sandwiches.
But that's like a hot dog.
I loved bologna and
Well,
ketchup.
you're sick.
No, but how weird is that?
You would still probably eat bologna and ketchup.
Maybe. My dad, he made head cheese, and head cheese is pretty gross. But they make head cheese in Mexico, and they love head cheese in Mexico. Don't get it.
Yeah, so Rhea is saying we had freezing rain all day yesterday and melting, then snow and plummeting temps with high winds. Literally polished ice and our high winds pushing everyone into ditches. Yeah, that happened in Sylvan area a few weeks ago. I remember reading about our friends who were ending up in the ditch and
we rarely got to take lunch to school, says Leslie. I remember hot dog days and pizza days, and your mom would give you like $1 or $2, and it was just like, oh.
But I think it also depends. John's mom had to work,
Yep.
where my mom was able to stay home with us.
Fair enough.
So we got to go home. I'm sure that if my mom and dad were both working, then we would have had to go to stay at school for lunch too.
Yeah. I used to in junior high. I used to go to IGA and buy the apple fritters and have all of these weird noises in my intestines after that.
All that grease.
It was terrible, but it tasted so good.
Yeah.
But I really did destroy my body starting in junior high because I think those donuts really started me on that downward spiral.
Downward spiral.
So if you know how to break the apple fritter habit, because when I go to Canada, IGA has 2 different types of apple fritters because IGA used to have the best.
There's no IGA anymore.
I know. Used to have the best apple fritters. Now you've got some where they make them and some where they're frozen, bulk from somewhere else, brought to a place. So you want to go because there's one place in Sherwood Park. What's the name of the place that is now the IGA? Sobeys. Which I should know that because it's like SOBs.
Poutine. Oh, that's one thing I really miss is good poutine. So she's saying her son has autism and she's looking for quality of life. We are still in lockdowns here, affected him so much, all these rules. We were talking, we had friends over last night. I can say their names, Glenn and Tanya. We went out for dinner and then they came over here and their daughter has, 2 years. She's not been in school. and trying to do school online. And,
This has been horrible. What these people
Yeah.
have done to these children, it is a frickin' crime. And these people
Especially-
need to be charged. They need to be
Yeah.
punished.
especially for kids with special needs,
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
for kids that are only children, right? So Kimberly happens to be an only child, and so she doesn't have socialization. My kids, of course, we homeschooled, and they had each other, and so we didn't really have that. So the lockdowns wouldn't have affected us as much. Oh, my nose is really my skin. I showered this morning, and I think I'm just, it's dry and I'm itchy. And yes, and I work full-time remote. He is an only child too. Yeah.
Yeah, we have another
Yeah.
friend, same situation, and
Yeah.
it's horrible
Yeah,
what they've
she
done
works
to the children.
remote, and yeah, it's it's hard on these kids. My mom actually sent me a little video, and she said that the wind was so strong that it pushed her grill across the deck. Oh wow. So sorry, I didn't want to have the sound that. Jeez.
Yeah, it moved. The barbecue moved.
Moved the barbecue, and her chairs got knocked over.
It's just wind.
My mom's in Beaumont, so so obviously the winds have reached. The winds have reached.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I cannot figure out why anybody lives up there. I always tell people
It's
the only
definitely
reason
not where we want to live. Let's just put it that way.
the only reason to live in Edmonton would be for your family and for your job, and you can work anywhere, and your family can visit you
Yeah,
anywhere.
Mom.
You
Yeah,
do not
Mom.
need to live up there. It's a choice. Just like getting the vaccine. You can either participate in society or you can just stay home, you evil person. I'm just repeating everything that they say.
Oh. Lived in Edmonton 14 years now, back in New Brunswick. Oh, okay.
Good for you.
My company won't let me work from Mexico. Would need another career. Oh,
that's interesting.
Yeah, that's tough. I have a friend who works for a Canadian company, and she is able to work remotely.
Well, she does car loans, and you can get VPNs, because we have another friend who's a computer guy.
Do you have to do face-to-face meetings, Amanda, or are they just not willing to let you, because you could hide the fact that you're in Mexico with a VPN?
Yep. Years ago, we had a client of ours, and this is back in the days of VoIP.
Good morning, Vanessa. How are you this morning? I saw that it was your dad's birthday the other day.
We have a VoIP line, 780-628-3948. 3948 spells exit, as in get me the heck out of Edmonton. But with this VoIP line, we taught one of our clients how to do a VoIP line, and he could not leave the country because he's the CEO. He was the CEO of the company. He's since sold it. So we showed him how he can do this VoIP line.
This was a long time ago, before they were popular.
And it became his
Or
internal line in the company. So they would just transfer the phone to him, and he would get the phone.
Yeah.
And one time his wife, he answered the phone, and the waves were crashing because they have oceanfront properties. Waves are crashing. Somebody's like, "What is that noise?" He's like, "My wife's in the shower." That's all he could come up with. But he had to lie about the waves to say his wife was in the shower because he did not want his clients to know he was in Mexico.
So if you're an underwriter and all remote, no clients auditor, why won't they let you live out of the country? What difference does it make?
Our friend approves auto loans.
Yeah.
Which can be done with an algorithm, turns out, and it's 10 times more efficient than a person, but they haven't done it yet. We're all going to be replaced by software or something eventually.
Yeah, but I was going to say the car can't drive them, but they're starting to do that too. So I don't know. Even realtors, I guess, will be obsolete.
Yeah, well, it depends, because if you're in an area where people cannot be and they need a trusted source, they still need a person physically there.
Phew. They're scared of the internet there, i.e. hackers. We have better security on our cards, on our internet. So speaking of security, so the other day I'm at the bank going to take money out of the ATM, and it told me my password was wrong. I'm like, well, that's weird. I must have bumped a number as I'm doing it. So I was very diligent, or whatever, deliberate, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And I did it again. password's wrong. Well, you only get 3 shots. So I go into a place where I have my code and I make sure that I'm pushing in the right code. Do it again. It blocked my card. So yesterday I went to the bank. Now, banks are tough. Our bank is usually pretty empty. Yesterday happened to be the last day of the month. And here in Mexico, you pay taxes monthly, so people had to stand in line to pay their taxes because not everybody can do it over the computer. We had people that are trying to pay their car. It's like a tax that we pay every year on our cars.
All you had to say was that the bank was full.
Bank was full. But anyways, they blocked my card.
And it took 10 seconds for them to help you when it was your turn.
Thank you.
She's just so slow.
They want to know these things.
Nobody wants to know
our life.
Every frickin' detail.
They want to know, honey.
Amanda says, I know, right? LOL. I've been in insurance 15 years. Yeah. We have been in real estate in Mexico for 18 years. And it's finally starting to pay off.
Finally.
Decently. But it could have if we were motivated previously.
Right.
Because we understand what enough is. So, and that was part of the problem. And now we're kind of like our enough is expanded so big. But it's just getting rid of retirement, ready for not
retirement?
Rid of retirement, getting ready for retirement.
Yeah, we definitely want to retire. Thank you. Haha, I'm great. I always enjoyed to see you guys. I'll tell my dad you sent your congratulations. And then she says, we love details. We want to know, Christie. Thanks, Vanessa.
No, you don't want to know because you live here and have to put up with this crap. Oh!
Oops.
Yeah, I don't do lineups at all. I really don't.
It's so cold here. My hydro bill would pay a rental there. I know. You know what? And we don't have heating.
No, but we do have solar panels.
We have solar panels. So we have cooling, but we don't have to pay bills because we have the panels.
But we used to have to pay anywhere between $200 and $300 a month because we're high consumers. So in Mexico, they bill bi-monthly, but we would have to pay.
But hydro for them is electricity, right?
Yes.
So our electricity bills, because of our panels, are about $1.50 a month.
Yeah.
And then we have at our office though we're somewhere close to about $100, about $50 Canadian a month for our office electricity.
Our new office, I think, is going to be more because it is.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Oh,
Good morning, Bonnie.
We have a lot more consumption of electricity at the new office. Our old office faced a dark tunnel, and it was done. Right. It went to a dark street.
He's allergic to talking about bills.
And now our view is so perfect. It does not work anymore at the office. Like it is just.
You're gonna sneeze again?
No.
Your eyes are all watery.
It is such a beautiful location.
Yeah, it's so nice to sit there and be able to look out onto the plaza and see all the people and all the vendors. And
Amanda asks a very good question. Do you have to write and pass exams, i.e. a license to be a realtor there? No. No. Now, you do not need a license to sell the home, but you do need a license to insure it.
We don't do that, but yeah.
How very weird.
We bought 5 more garbage cans for the plaza.
Yes. Now, Christie's kind of like, we don't need to get more. I'm like, yeah, we do. Because our garbage cans are in esteemed positions in the square. They've now thrown all the other crap all out.
Esteemed position. How esteemed
positions.
How esteemed can a garbage can really be?
Esteemed enough where I see them in our view, our line of sight all the time.
Yeah. Well, we bought 3, so we bought 5 more. So now there will be a lot of garbage places on the plaza so people can throw their garbage away. And that is what we wanted to do, that so people didn't have to throw it on the ground. Which they do.
Garbage is a weird thing in Mexico. There's really not a lot of garbage cans. They don't do that. It's not
people
a thing.
Will use them if they're there.
They will, absolutely.
Everybody from little kids that have grown up here to, of course, the foreigners who are used to it back home. We
Larry.
have stately garbage cans.
Thank you, Larry. We do have stately garbage cans.
In their esteemed positions.
So what we have on the garbage cans is it says Plaza Bucerias because that's where it's located.
Yeah.
Because things kind of go missing here in Mexico every once in a
We've
while.
also drilled 1-inch holes
and
in the garbage can.
On the other side, it says MexicoLife.com.
Yeah.
And it's just in big letters, Plaza Bucerias and MexicoLife.com.
And they're not cheap. I mean, they're not expensive garbage cans, but they're not cheap garbage cans. They're going to last a while. So we're happy to do it. I mean, and right now they're working on the plaza. They've been painting and they're going to be putting up new tiles on the roof of the gazebo. So it's starting to look really beautiful again on the plaza. So we're really happy about that.
And the thing is we were going to take care of the plaza, the gazebo.
We were going to offer to pay
and they said, no, that's part of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So that's good. One thing I would like them to do, because they do have electricity there, I'm going to want to have a booster for the internet over there for the plaza to use the internet.
Oh, you think so? Do you?
Mm-hmm. It's going to cost all in about $1,000, but everybody downtown in that square is going to be able to use free internet for Facebook and Instagram. And then they'll be able to log in through internet, but they have to go through Facebook or Instagram, and that's going to be a good thing. Did Mexico make it harder to become a resident for foreigners, income requirements, etc.? I'm a single mom. Yes.
Yeah,
they have. That
a little more expensive.
It's the weirdest thing too, because you have to prove an income, and their logic is because they don't want you using social services in Mexico, which is so weird. Because what foreigner is going to come here and use like $50 a month to live? So yeah, it is weird.
Right, that's right. SoniaDiaz.mx.
Yes. So SoniaDiaz.mx is the place you want to go and find out how you come in Mexico, because there's two ways to do things. There's the legal way, and then there's the way that most people do it.
Mm-hmm.
So there are ways to get around certain things. We did not know this. Even our children coming to Mexico, there are ways that we could have done this, but you need to talk to an expert. And the experts don't really pay for it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Because it's not like back home. Here in Mexico, an accountant and a notario, their fiduciary responsibility is to the Mexican government, not to you, not to their clients, not to the people who pay them the money. It's to the Mexican government. They don't care about us.
Mm-hmm.
So Amanda says, I can prove an income and have investments, but they're RSPs. Would they look at that?
I think so.
That's a very interesting question.
But check it out, because I think Sonia Diaz has a lot of information, and you can email them and ask them some questions also. We are not affiliated with them in any way.
No, I don't even know them. We don't make any money.
We've never met them. We've personally never used them, but we're finding that they are offering the most up-to-date information, and they're easy to get a hold of. So.
And I believe Teresa is the woman here
in our area, but you can message and get some information right on the website, and they have a lot of questions and answers on there, and they've been a really good resource, and hopefully
this is interesting. Sherry is saying the Chicago consulate monetary requirements are lower than some others. That's intriguing. Because you would believe that when you go from consulate to consulate, you're getting the same stuff. It's not. It's like if you go to a notary. The laws in Mexico are black and white, but how notaries interpret them is kind of like this gray.
Yeah.
And one notary will take paperwork that another notary won't. Mm-hmm. So you go to this notary because you've got that paperwork, and he takes money off of your closing. So it's the same with
it's an interesting system that they have here. Like real estate is black and white. You have to own it, and you can only own it a certain way. But how you get to that is open for interpretation in some regards. Like some of it is there's no ifs, ands, or buts. But and some of the other stuff, there are ways for them to be able to adjust it to help you.
Now, if you want to see what Mexico government feels like, on YouTube, type in Spanish bureaucracy. And there's this video of this famous Spanish actor, and it's very funny.
It's a very,
but
and
it's
it
very
is
true.
It is very true. Yeah.
And it's sad and funny and hilarious, and I don't have
It's
to do it.
funny if you've never had to do it. If you've done it, you can feel the tension rising as you're watching. Oh my God, they're going to ask for another piece of paper. Oh.
Yes. Good morning, Bonnie.
All right. So on that note, you guys, we're going to say goodbye.
Why?
It's 10:35.
I love this.
Have a great day, you guys. I'm obviously going to have to be the one that's going to have to be the adult here. So have a great day, and we will see you all mañana.
Adios.
Bye.